Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to the Bowtie Breakdown. I'm Garry Morin The BowTieGuy, and today I'm going to explain the differences between hardwood and tile floors. First and foremost, we have two very different types of materials. Hardwoods are not really good for moist and damp humid areas because the wood will warp and kind of like take different shapes. So these floors are not commonly found in basements, whereas tile floors serve a better purpose in these damp areas because the material doesn't absorb the water. I've personally installed both of these types of floors in my own house, so I can tell you each floor is installed in a completely different way. Tile floors require mortar, grout, trowels, spacers, and a tile saw, while hardwoods usually require a special flooring nailer, flooring mallet, table saw, some stain, and some polyurethane. Starting with hardwoods, you can buy them either finished or unfinished. In my case, I went with the unfinished and stained them myself. I started out by tearing out all the wall-to-wall carpeting. Next, I made sure all of the nails and tacking were gone. After that, a paper underlayment made specifically for wood floor installation went down on the subfloor. Then I moved on to marking my guideline nice and straight using a chalk line on the subfloor. Using the guideline, I started nailing each piece into place. Once the whole floor was laid down, it was time to lightly sand it, and then I came back and stained it with a nice dark color. Once that stain was dry, we finished it off with 4 coats of thick polyurethane for a nice shiny glass look. Now, moving on to the tile floor install, I live in a raised ranch with a finished basement. We just had to replace our water heater, so I decided to put tile floors instead of the carpets. Out came the rugs and the tacking. Then we laid down some self-leveling cement to help level off the basement floors. Similar to the wood floors, I used a nice straight chalk line as a guide to install the tiles. However, if you're not installing the tiles direct to a concrete floor, you'll want to install some kind of concrete backer board to help prevent the tiles from cracking. First, spread the mortar in a small section where you're going to be working, then butter the bottom of the tiles and lock it into place using special spacers. Continue this process until the floor is complete. The mortar needs about 24 hours to dry. After removing the spacers, the grouting process can take place. Using special grouting tools, the grout is tightly packed into each gap in between the tiles. Once cleaned up and cured, you will end up with a beautiful, durable tile floor. That was another Bowtie Breakdown. I'm Garry Morin. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.